What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I am back to making videos. I've just been really busy, my schedule has been hectic, but I will be making videos and posting more up very soon. Now today's quest guide is going to be Watchtower. The requirements that you are going to need are 14 Herblore, 14 Magic, 15 Thieving, 25 Agility, 40 Mining, and you must be able to defeat level 68 monsters. To begin this quest, we are going to be talking to the Watchtower Wizard, which is in the Watchtower close to the city gates of Yanil. It's more to the northwest, but I will show you how to get there later on in the video. Now, as far as the items that you're going to need for this quest, as you can see in my inventory, I have 1 mil. You will not need this many coins, but I'm just showing you that you can buy all the items for this quest at the Grand Exchange. So first of all, you're going to need 20 GP or more. I suggest you bring around 10k or 5k just to be sure that you aren't missing any gold and have to go back to the bank and, just XP waste. You will also need 1 gold bar, you will need 1 lit candle, which you are going to obtain during the quest. You need 1 Death Rune, 1 Pickaxe, Dragon Bones, Bat Bones, some Janger berries, which you can obtain during the quest, but I bought them at the Grand Exchange. You will need 2 ropes, a Guam Leaf, a Vial of Water, Pestle and Mortar, some good food, some good armor, a good weapon, and an anti-dragon shield is very helpful. Now, as far as getting to Yanil, if you have a house in Yanil, you can easily use your house teleport, or if you don't have a house in Yanil, you can teleport to Arduin and walk south, which might be a walk for some of you. If you have the fairy tale quest complete, you can also use that fairy ring code that you see to the northwest of the quest mark. You can also teleport to the Tree Gnome village, or you can teleport to the Nightmare Zone minigames if you have it unlocked. You can also travel by boat to Port Phasmatis. I'm not sure how you say it, but Port Phasma. So let's get started. I have a house in Yanil, so I'm going to teleport there. Simply walk outside, and then you are going to want to take an agility shortcut to the northeast of the house portal. If you are coming from Arduin or from the port or from the Nightmare Zone minigame, you will simply not come inside the actual castle for you can call it. Just stay towards the outside and walk to the west. Now, to actually get to the Watchtower Wizard, you're going to have to look around the northern wall for something called a trellis. You will only be able to reach the Watchtower Wizard this way the first time, so you only have to climb the trellis this first time. Once you start the quest, you will not need to do this. So once you are on the 3rd floor, talk to the Watchtower Wizard, and after you've spoken to him, you're going to need to go down to the 1st floor again. I will talk to you once we are at that stage. So now that we have actually started the quest, it's time to collect all the quest items. So climb down the ladder to the southeast, then climb the ladder to the southwest, and then exit the front door, or the exit, I suppose, to the east. But before you exit, make sure you pick up this lit candle. As you can see, I end up having to eat a lobster because I don't have enough inventory space. So if you did not see my annotation before, while I was at the Grand Exchange, then go ahead and just drop a couple of foods or energy potions that you are not going to need at the moment. Now, what you're going to have to do and as you can see that I'm doing is search every bush for specific items. I believe that it's random for everybody, so you're just gonna have to go outside and search every bush until you find 5 items. I believe it's 5 quest items. You're gonna need a robe, a dagger, you're gonna find an eye patch, some fingernails, and some armor. It'll look like goblin mail, so you'll know when you find it. Alright, and once you have found all 5 of these items, make sure you have the lit candle that you picked up from the table, and then climb the stairs to the southwest, climb the stairs to the southeast, and talk to the Watchtower wizard once again. Once you are finished talking to him, just skip through this dialogue, and once you're finished talking, he will send you on your mission to recover the crystals. As you can see, there are 4 pillars at the center of the room. You're going to need to find 4 pillars that match each. They're color coded, and you're going to have to match them up with a pillar. That way it'll power up the Watchtower. So climb down the southeast ladder, then climb down the southwest ladder, and then exit through the east. At this point, you are going to want to use this shortcut on the northern wall of the Yanil castle, I'm going to keep calling it, and then you're going to want to head southwest to exit the actual Yanil city. Once you have exited the gates of Yanil, you're going to want to head northwest to this muddy dirt patch that you see on the map, and you are going to want to talk to Og. Speak with him and he will tell you that he will help you, but first he is going to need your help. So skip through this dialogue, selecting the options that I have picked, blah blah blah, and Og will give you a key and ask you to retrieve his gold bar that was stolen by Toban. So now head south until you see this muddy dirt island, and this is where you are going to need one of your ropes. So use your rope on the branch of the tree that you see, and your character will swing from the rope. Now you're going to want to find Gru. Talk to Gru and he will ask you to retrieve the tooth of his enemy, who is Gorad the Ogre. So while you are here, you can also get jangleberries, as you can see to the south of me, and you can simply exit the island from the north rope that you can see. Now we are going to head south to this area called Gutanoth. Anyways, you will have to get to Tobin and Gorad, but to gain access to them, they are in a small island south of Yanil, to the east of Gonath, however you may want to call it. So you are not going to be able to access it from a bridge. As you can see right now, if you try to climb over, your character will not climb over, and you are going to need to find a different way into this small island. So you will need to find a cave entrance to the southwest of the small island. I will show you how to get there. Simply follow where I go, and I will talk to you once we are on the island. Now that you are here on the island, you are going to want to talk to Tobin. Simply skip through the dialogue, selecting the options that I select, blah blah blah, and I make a very important mistake here. Basically what I end up doing is I end up talking to Tobin, and then I kill Gorad, the level 68 ogre, and once you kill him, he's going to drop an item. And then once you kill him, you can go open his chest with the key that Og gave you, the gold one that you have in your inventory. The chest is to the north. I will show you the chest later on in the video, but right now, once you kill Gorad and you pick up his item, you are going to need to talk to Tobin. You're going to need to talk to Tobin again and give him the dragon bones. Once you give him the dragon bones, he will give you another quest item that you are going to need in order to build the ogre statue that you are going to need later on in the video. So as you can see here, I open the chest with the key and I get a gold bar, but before you leave the island, make sure you talk to Tobin and give him the dragon bones. See here, I end up leaving the island and then end up having to come back later on in the video. I skipped through that part just to save you guys the trouble. Make sure you talk to Tobin. So now we're going to head back to the little muddy dirt island. As you can see, to the west of Yanil. So I'm going to teleport to my player-owned house, and I will see you guys once we are on the little island. Alright, so once you are here, you're going to use your second rope on the branch and swing to the island. Once you are here, you're going to want to talk to Gru again and give him the tooth that you received. He will give you another part of the ogre statue, and then you're going to want to go back to Og and talk to him. Give him your stolen gold bar, and he will give you the third and final part of the ogre statue. Once you have obtained this item from Og, you are going to need to, as you can see here, I don't have enough space in my inventory to receive the item from Og. So once you get it though, you can go back to the Watchtower wizard and he will build the ogre statue for you. So I will talk to you guys once I am finished building the ogre statue with the Watchtower wizard. Okay, simply talk to the Watchtower wizard and skip through the dialogue. There will be a little pause and talk to him again, and then he will make the ogre statue for you. With this ogre statue, you're going to need it to get into the ogre city, I'm going to call it, because I'm tired of calling it by its name. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to teleport to my house and walk outside because it's going to be faster. You guys can simply use the shortcut to the northern wall of the mill, excuse me, and walk out the large doors to the west of your mill. Now you're going to walk south, and you are going to want to enter the ogre city. So follow where I go, and I will talk to you guys once we're there. Okay, once you get here, just talk to the ogre guard and you will give him the ogre statue and he will let you buy. Now follow this pathway to the south and then to the east, and then back south, and you will see this little stall. Make sure you steal from it when the ogre trader is not looking your way, or else you will get in trouble. So once you successfully steal the rock cake from the trader, you're going to want to head back to the path where we came from, but this time head back south. Okay, so when you try to climb this wall, this ogre guard is going to stop you and he will tell you to give him a surprise. So as you stole from the trader earlier, you're going to give this guard the rock cake, which will be his favorite, and you will then be able to climb the wall and then head to the east, head to the northeast, and then you're going to want to walk across this bridge with a big hole in it. So once you can finally jump across the gap, this guard will come up to you and ask you for 20 GP. So this is where you pay the guard and you basically bribe him to let you cross the freaking bridge. But once you get across, you can climb, or not climb, you can head to the east and talk to the city guards. So talk to the city guard and just skip through the dialogue, select the options that I select, same old. And the guard is going to give you a riddle to answer. What you are basically going to need is to use the Death Rune in your inventory on the guard, which will solve the riddle, or is the answer to the riddle, I should say, and he will give you a map. Now you can head back the way we came, and I will talk to you once we are all the way at the beginning of the Ogre City again. So simply head out of this ugly ogre city, and we are going to have to look for a cave that has a scared scavid inside of it. Follow me to the location of the scared scavid. So head to the south through this little path and enter this cave. Make sure you click yes, you want to enter the cave without a tinderbox, and you will find the scared scavid. Now talk to the scared scavid and just skip through the dialogue, and now you are going to have to learn their language. He will give you some tips on how to learn their language, and now you are going to need to speak with the other scavid that are scattered across the caves. So follow where I go to all the caves to find the regular scavid, and just answer whatever the correct response that I select is. So if the scavid says Arcor, the correct response is Gore. If the scavid says Bidith Id, the correct response is Kur. If he says Gornod, the correct response is Tanath. If he says Kur Tanath, the correct response is Bidith. If he says Bidith Tanath, the correct response is Kur. If he says Tanath Gore, the correct response is Nod. If he says Kur Bidith, the correct response is Ig. And if he says Gore Kur, the correct response is R. And then once you have talked to all the scared scav, or not the scared scavids, the regular scavids, you are going to want to go out of the cave and follow the path south towards where the scared scavid is, the location of the scared scavid's cave, but you are going to want to keep heading south. So I will explain this in further detail once we are at that part in the quest. So for now, just simply follow where I go and reply to the scavid whatever I reply. And I have just been talking and talking, so now I'm going to shut up and I will show you guys where to go. Okay, so as you can see, outside of the scared scavid's cave, you're going to find 2 ogre guards. You will need to give the ogre guard the gold bar that you have in your inventory, and he will let you through. Then simply follow the path until you find this cave entrance, and then go inside the cave. Select yes, you will go in without a tinderbox. Now inside the cave, you will find a mad scavid, and then talk to him. He's going to ask you something. Make sure you give him the right response. This is different for everyone, I believe, so just keep guessing if you don't get it right the first time. I fortunately get it right the first time. And then he will give you the second crystal that you're going to need for the quest. It's that pinkish one that you can see in my inventory. So as you can see, to the northeast there is a nightshade, a cave nightshade that spawns there. Make sure you take one, and then you hop worlds and take another one. I'm not sure what the respawn time on the cave nightshades are. I thought it was instant or fairly quick, but it actually took a while, so I decided to just hop worlds and pick up another one. But once you pick up the second nightshade, you will simply exit through the little hole that you see on the ground there. And as you can see here, I end up hopping worlds. Simply pick up the cave nightshade and then exit through the hole that you see to the northeast. This will put you back in your nil, and then you are going to have to run back to the Ogre City. Now, a different way that you could do it is, instead of climbing through that hole, you could have just exited the cave and walked back to the entrance of the Ogre City. But either way, you're going to need to go back to the entrance of the cave of the Ogre City, I meant to say. And I will talk to you guys once we are at the beginning of the, or at the entrance of the Ogre City. Okay, so once you are here, you're going to want to head back towards the trader. The trader, not the trader, but the ogre trader, the one that you stole the rock cake from, and use one of the nightshades on the enclave guards that you see outside the cave, excuse me. And once you get an option to enter the cave, just say I am ready, and then you will see a cutscene which will show a shaman that doesn't even get tickled by the blue dragon's fire breath, and then just one-shots the blue dragon. So as you can see, these shamans are basically pretty powerful. They're supposed to be, at least. So once you are inside the cave, just run all the way north, because you have basically just witnessed that these shamans are too powerful for you to defeat on your own, and you are going to need help from the Watchtower. So keep walking north and then exit through that cave that I just walked through, and you're going to have to walk or run back to the Watchtower wizard. So I will talk to you once we are there. Alright guys, so once you are here, you're going to mix the specific ingredients in your inventory. Make sure you do them in this specific order, or you will mess up the whole process and have to start over. So use your clean Guam with the Vial of Water. Once you have used the Queen Guam with the Vial of Water, it will make a Guam potion unfinished. Then add your Jangle berries to the vial, and it will produce a mixture of the two. Then grind up the bat bones that you have in your inventory using the Pestle and Mortar, and then add the grounded bat bones to the potion. Give this potion to the Watchtower wizard, and he will enchant it into a magic ogre potion. So once you have done this, skip through the dialogue. He will basically say that you can now kill the shamans, and you are going to be the hero of the day, blah blah blah. So you're going to have to go back to the ogre city. I'm going to teleport to my house just to make it faster, and I will talk to you guys once we are at the entrance of the ogre city. Once you are back in the ogre city, you're going to need to have the nightshade in your inventory, which is the purple flower looking thing. Make sure you do not eat it, because I accidentally ate it, and you will have to go back to the cave where you initially picked it up, where the mad scarab is, and then retrieve another one. So as you can see, I picked up two my last trip there. I didn't want to mess it up all over again, so just simply use it on the enclave card again and go back into the cave. Now once you are in the cave, you're going to have to use the potion on 6 shamans, I believe, and once you use it on all 6 shamans, the last shaman that you use it on will drop the 3rd crystal for the quest. So I will talk to you guys once we have the 3rd crystal. Alright, so once you have the 3rd crystal, simply walk to this thing in the center of the cave and simply inspect it, and then mine the rock, and you should get the 4th and final crystal for the quest. So now we're going to head back to the Watchtower wizard. I'm going to teleport to my player-owned house. You can go back to the Watchtower wizard however you please, and I will talk to you guys once we are at the 3rd floor. Alright, so once you have arrived at the Watchtower, speak to the Watchtower wizard for one final time, and then you are going to have to place the crystals in this certain order. place the bluish one, blue-green one in the northwest, then place the yellowish green in the southwest, place the white one in the southeast, and place the pink one in the northeast. And once you pull the lever to the once you pull the lever to the west, then a cutscene will appear and you will have the quest complete. So once again guys, I do apologize for taking such a long break from making videos for you guys. It was a very hectic semester for me. Had some tough classes and boo-hoo, yeah I know, crying, blah blah, but I will get back into making more videos. If you guys have any suggestions, comments, concerns, please leave them down in the comments. I will make sure to look at those, and any constructive criticism is greatly appreciated. Once again guys, I love you. See you guys in the next video.